Do you ever sit back and reflect on the act of setting goals? Is it an obsession with reaching a milestone and achieving success with a destination at its fundamental core? Or is it a justification to learn from the process and find out what we are truly capable of doing? Our full potential is often untapped, and for many, they never get to experience what that feels like. You see, doubt exists, but it's only dangerous when you start doubting yourself. Why do we set goals that we know we can accomplish? That habit continues to leave us falling short of what was once considered unbelievable. And from one life lesson to the next, it is better to be consistently good than occasionally great. Here, this is the next challenge. This marathon prep is our way of helping you reach your goals by showing you what we are doing to accomplish ours. Throughout this series, leading up to the Buffalo, New York Marathon, we will provide you the tools, resources, and knowledge to PR your next race. Training as a hybrid athlete has taught me so much about endurance, from marathons, an Ironman triathlon, and 100-mile ultra trail races. I'm now setting the goal to run a sub 250 marathon. It's time to lean in and go one more.
What's going on, guys, and welcome to the video and our new marathon prep series. So the plan is to run the Buffalo, New York Marathon May 29th, 2022. We have two goals. The first goal is to provide you all the tools, resources, and knowledge to PR your next race. Your next marathon, half marathon, whatever it is. It's our first goal. Our second goal is to run a sub 2 hour, 50-minute marathon in New York. So this is week one of prep, and it's about to get wild. Invest your time, your money, your energy into something, why would you invest it just to go through the motions, just to do it? If you're gonna invest that much energy into one thing, set the goal high, make it ambitious. A year ago, I set the goal of running a sub 3 hour marathon. And after failing in multiple attempts, I finally achieved that goal. And it was brutal, it was tough, it was ambitious. But after that, you don't stop. You keep raising the bar. And that's what this sub 250 is. So there are 5 pillars we are going to be focusing on during this marathon prep series.
The first pillar is easy runs, which is running below your max aerobic heart rate. Like today, I did 8 miles at a 7:54 minute per mile pace in 1 hour, 3 minutes, and 13 seconds. The second pillar is lactate threshold work, also known as tempo work or speed work. The third pillar is nutrition, how to properly fuel for your workouts and to facilitate recovery. The fourth pillar is rest and recovery. And the fifth pillar is strategic progress. Those are the 5 pillars we will be focusing on and implementing during this prep. So last year for my sub 3-hour marathon, I worked with Coach Jeff Cunningham, and I'll be working with Jeff again for this sub 250 marathon. And what we did last year, incorporating the same thing this year, is speed work, that being tempo, threshold, and track workouts. And those are done every Wednesday. We'll probably trickle in some type of turnover or speed workouts on Fridays as well. However, it rotates every other week. So it goes East Side Loop, which we're at right now, for tempo work. And then the other weeks are track workouts, which is downtown Austin at Austin High. Now, I'm personally not doing any speed workouts this week because I'm still coming off of Rocky Raccoon and I'm recovering from a 100-miler, which was a week and a half ago. But moving forward, next week, possibly in the weeks after leading into Buffalo, New York Marathon, we will be incorporating tempo, threshold, and track workouts. So a lot of his crew, a lot of his team is doing a workout today. I'm just gonna do a nice, easy 7 miles while they're working out.
I don't want blood squirting out of the corners of anybody's eyes today, okay? Be controlled with this, understand the paces you're trying to hit, and don't let it turn into a race, because a lot of you guys have a big long run workout Saturday. We're gonna have really good weather, and we wanna be able to get what we're supposed to be getting physiologically out of both days, rather than running the risk of ruining one of them, okay? All right, are we ready? Okay guys, let's get going. Good, keep your face and shoulders relaxed. 246 at the half mile. Okay, that's great. 249 at the half mile. That's dead on. Good. You know it's a fast day when you got 30 people start a workout and the slowest person is running 6:45 pace on a tempo run day, all the way down to 5 flat pace for those top guys. None of this stuff is separate and distinct from anything anybody else does in this business. Obviously, Nick's getting his legs back under him, and this is the old training crew that he was working with when he ran 256. And so all we're going to do is just sort of re-inject ourselves back into the group with the people training at the paces he needs to train at to run 249, in a few months. And so it's going to be sort of a seamless transition. It's just we got to be careful here just in the first couple of weeks after coming out of Rocky Raccoon to make sure that we don't have an ache here, an ache there, or anything going on that's going to impede our immediate progress. So we'll just be careful with it. But as long as we're smart, we're going to be good. Good job. She just ran 16:57 for 3 miles and went straight into her easy recovery, probably running 8-minute pace and just talking through the whole thing. That's a different level of fitness that has been characterized by a full year now of being consistently good. And it just epitomizes what it is I've been trying to say, which is there's been not any single day that's been particularly eye-popping, but just solidly good all the time. And suddenly, we're talking about somebody who's now run 248 marathon and is trending towards something much faster than that. Stay tuned with that one. Everybody's working really, really well together today. And I know, it's sort of this quintessential American ruggedness of the lone wolf. And, being able to celebrate somebody's ability to push themselves when nobody's looking and all of those kinds of things is fantastic. So it's just that group that's running 5:35 pace. Right now we got 10 people running 5:35 miles together. They just do so well together in groups. And so I think at the end of the day, that's why we love team. We love togetherness. We love communities and groups because we really do well together as a community. Did y'all hit pace on that? Okay, don't overrun it. Don't overrun it. Don't turn it into a race effort. Good. Nick, you okay?
Yep, easy 7.
How's the tightness in the hips? Is it getting better?
It's getting better, yeah. It's just hip flexors are just tight, knees
Yeah.
are just like achy. 7, 8 miles a day right now. I think that's like my sweet spot. We'll see how I feel after this weekend.
Once that little tightness goes away, you're ready to dive into some training. We'll just be moderate with the paces and the volume a little bit in the first couple of workouts, just to make sure that you don't get overloaded early. But you know, from a fitness standpoint, you're so far ahead of the game, you know, that we don't have to proceed with sort of an unfounded sense of urgency. It's my take. But at the same time, we have to start addressing the realities of running 26.2, 625 miles back to back.
I will tell you.
We'll do it.
It's really hard out here doing 7 easy miles when everyone else is doing workouts.
Yeah, I know.
It's tough. So the key to success is preparation. This takes me back to last year's marathon prep, because Wednesdays become very crazy days because we're driving downtown Austin to get here for the workout, to be back, you know, in the office at BPN HQ by 8:15, 8:30 the latest. So this morning woke up at 4:15, met with Jeremy at 5:15 at BPN HQ. Workout here starts at 6 a.m. So the night prior, I prepped everything. In this shaker bottle is strong greens, strong reds, electrolytes, and collagen. And then in this shaker bottle, we're gonna put 1 scoop of whey protein and 1 scoop of vegan protein. And I'm gonna eat this banana, and I'm gonna wash down strong multivitamins, strong joints, strong omega. The truly strong stack. So I got my own little supplement shop in the back of my truck bed here. But what you guys can expect in this series is all of my workouts. So what we're gonna do in every single video is we are going to post the previous 7 days. Typically that's gonna look like Monday, Tuesday, easy runs, Wednesday workout, Thursday, Friday, easy runs, maybe Friday might have a little bit of speed work, and then Saturday, long runs. And then towards the back half of this prep, those Saturdays will turn into big workouts at marathon pace, which are some of my favorites, and they're a big confidence booster going into a marathon. Initially, we were going to provide a training program for you guys to follow along. But after much consideration, we decided it was smarter and better if we showcased the previous 7 days and then talked about the workouts in the video, so we could give some context to the workouts and the training program and the protocols, so that you can apply them to your training based off your skill level, experience, and volume in terms of time on feet or mileage that you specifically can handle. The problem with just handing over a program and saying go do it is there is 1, risk of injury, and 2, risk of just not doing the workout appropriately or to specs. So that's what you can expect. We're gonna give you all the workouts we're doing leading into Buffalo Marathon. Oh, a mouthful of pills. I never understand when anyone complains about swallowing 1 pill. I just swallowed all those pills at once. Greens, reds, electrolytes, collagen, protein. I'm gonna sip on this one because this is very good. All right, to BPN HQ, here we go. Time to work.
So one thing I will maintain during this marathon training and build is strength training for many reasons. One, metabolically, and I'd say most importantly, is to mitigate risk of injury. Now today is a back training focused session with an emphasis on deadlifts. As we get deeper into the prep, I will not necessarily eliminate or minimize strength training, but I will pull back on some of those heavier compound movements and reduce volume, but strength training will stay throughout the entire prep. I say mitigating risk of injury specifically for lower body strength training session. I've made this mistake in the past, and I think a lot of people do, is they eliminate strength training. And the one best part about lower body strength training is that you can build, strengthen, and activate your quads and specifically your glutes right here, the buns. What that does is it helps to strengthen the hips, the quads, the hamstrings. For example, like a lot of people will experience knee injury during a prep, and they think that injury is directly coming from the knee, so they try to solve the issue at the knee. But sometimes, and I've experienced this myself, that issue, that pain is stemming from tight hip flexors or tight glutes or weak glutes. So if we can strengthen the lower body, the entire body, it can help mitigate some of this injury or micro injuries. All that being said, I love strength training, so we're gonna keep it. Now, just like running paces or mileage and weights, it is all relative to the individual. You can't compare your running pace to someone else. You can't compare how much weight you're lifting to someone else or how many reps. I mean, one of our athletes, Russ Swoll, he would do 455 on deadlifts for probably like 30 reps. Russ is a beast. I'm gonna do 455 for 3 reps. And I want to really point out that although we're still incorporating strength training into marathon prep, we are not overreaching. And there's a big difference between working up to percentages of a 1 rep max and overreaching. And you have to know the difference, because when you overreach and you overtax your muscles or your central nervous system, you can't show up the next morning to run. Well, you can, but it's not as effective or productive. So I know that for me, 455, 3 sets, 3 reps, it's as high as I'm gonna go without overreaching. And it's gonna be some nice clean reps. So the goal, as always, hips aren't shooting up. We're pulling the slack out of the bar, and we're staying injury-free. Clean, baby. Very clean. Next movement after deadlifts is going to be a superset. It's going to be lat pull-downs directly into cable pull-downs. So I'll show you what that looks like. I'm aiming for 10 to 15 reps of each. And after going through some thickness or some depth in the back, now I'm going for some width. So pull-downs are always one of my favorites. Now, the one question that I get frequently is in regards to rest periods. I think these are one of the many topics that gets overcomplicated in training. Now, I never use my watch. I'm never waiting for 60 seconds, 90 seconds, 120 seconds to hit in between sets. That's often what I recommend, 60 to even 45 seconds to 2 minutes. Based off of what you're doing. If I'm going for a heavier deadlift, I'm gonna wait longer in between sets, 2, maybe even 3 minutes. What I would recommend is once you feel ready to reattack that next set, go for it. You don't wanna wait too short. You don't wanna wait 30 seconds or 20 seconds. I like to move through my workout pretty quickly. 45 seconds for me typically is where I'm resting in between sets. And then when you feel ready, reattack that next set. I like to train based off of feel. And for me, when I feel ready again, I go for it. So that's one of the things I don't like to overcomplicate. Just reattack it when you feel ready. There's no better way to wrap up episode 1 of marathon prep than after a strength training session. It's the best way to do it. So, thanks guys for watching, and prepare to PR your next marathon, your next race, as we document the process of achieving the sub 250 marathon, Buffalo, New York, end of May 2022. see you there. So today we're doing something pretty cool. We are at a location called Run Lab, and we are going to do two things today. One, a run assessment, and then two, metabolic testing, being VO2 max, lactate threshold. So we're gonna get some really good data from today that we can implement to our training moving forward. Hey guys, thanks for watching the video. If you enjoyed it, please leave it a like and subscribe so you don't miss out on any future uploads. And also, click the video right here on my left to watch the Leadville 100 Ultra Marathon video that the BPM team produced in August. So check it out, and we'll see you in the next one.